Early in the morning on Friday, a bit after 5 o'clock. I just turned the recording on because it looks like the S&P is going to trigger. The trigger that I posted last night was 4,076. So I'm not going to babysit this. I'm going to go make me some coffee, but just want to leave the recording running. If it's too long, I'll just edit it, but this is the trade. All right, so the S&P hits its $100 target. Didn't take too long, all things considered. Let's see what else I can catch this morning. Okay, real quickly here, this is the Russell, a bit after 6 p.m., and the Russell was a short at 1914. So the target would be 20 ticks, 1912. I think the actual number of ticks, I always give like $110 or $120 just to cover slippage and commissions. Okay, so the Russell is done as well. Looks like the Dow might be triggering soon, so let me keep an eye on that. So yeah, the Dow just triggered. Again, on the short side, everything seems to be selling off this morning. So yeah, just gonna leave this trade alone. The Autotrader is gonna be managing it. Looking for 20 ticks, 20, 21, 22 ticks on the Dow. All right, well, this trade sure took a while. 709 now, so that's what happens during Globex, though. Not really unusual. So took a little bit of heat, not really much, and hit its target. All right, let's see what else we can get. So the recap for Friday. The NASDAQ was a short at 12,391. And again, these were posted last night, a bit after 7 p.m. to be traded today. So triggered during the London Open. As the session started, price comes up, just touches the trigger. I mean, just a beautiful touch of the sell trigger and sells off. If for some reason you missed that, another few opportunities here. Each one of these tiny drops are more than 5 points. So easy 5 points today, easy $100 today on the NASDAQ. And then finally, when it touched for, I don't know, 8th time maybe, sold off big time. Let's take a look at the S&P. So the S&P was a sell at 4,076. Once again, definitely during the European session, triggered short, could have gotten your 2 points. Closer to the US session, again, just touches the trigger and sells off for 2 points. And now this is what we have been working on. And that's going to be revolutionary if it really works out, because if you take a look at this trigger over here, you see that around 945, this is definitely a losing trade. It looks like price just touched the trigger short, went a couple of ticks, not enough to give you your 2 points, turned around and went completely the other way. This is definitely a losing trades with the alerts. Let me show you something. So what we are working on is the following idea. We're going to be using the Autotrader to get us into qualified trades early. What I mean is this. Group members know that the way price works in regards to the trade alerts, the closer price is to the trade alert, the more it is pulled by this price. So what I mean is, even though price is kind of far away, it is still much closer to the sell area than to the buy area, which is at 41.04, I believe, or 05. So even though price is not at the trigger, it is close to the trigger, and therefore the trigger price is going to start pulling price action down. Given that fact, we can use the Autotrader to get us into trades early, as long as it's in the direction of the market. If the market is weak, the Autotrader is going to be on shorts only, as in this case. If the market is very close to the long trigger, it would be on longs only. In our case over here, the price is definitely in a weaker position. The market, I should say, is in a weaker position, and this trigger is going to be pulling the price down. So what it allows us to do is to use the Autotrader to get in early. So instead of taking a short at 76, we can actually take a short at 85 and already be done with our 2 points and more, if that's what we wish to do, way before the trigger. So this eliminates this loss, because if you wait until the trigger, this here is definitely a losing trade. But if you are in early as price comes up and then turns around, you can get in early and thereby already have your $100 profit before price ever gets to the trigger. Now, it's something we're still testing, but it's something that makes sense to me. It's just a matter of figuring the right template for that idea. The same is over here, by the way. Closer to 10 o'clock, price comes up and then comes down to the trigger. In this case, the trigger actually does give you 2 points, but the idea is you could have gotten in before price ever touched the trigger. So here it is, take a look. So I'm talking close to 10 o'clock, right? Like 9:51, 9:53. So if we take a look over here, around 9:51, here is the short, right? Here is that short. So again, you could have gotten in way before here price ever touched the trigger. And the reason this is exciting is because it opens up a whole new world of opportunities. Once we understand that the market is in a weaker or a stronger position, we can program the Autotrader to take only short or only long trades depending on where price is in relation to the trade alerts. So this is still in a testing phase, so to speak, but it looks very promising. So the gold did not trade at all. Neither the long or the short triggered, and I disabled it, I think, after 10 o'clock. Sometimes it happens, and as you know, I just don't like to trade when it's like 11, after 11. It's just bad price action. I don't like it. I do want to talk about the 6E, the euro. So last night I posted the euro was a sell at 1.07415. So 74.15 was the trigger short, and obviously triggered during the European session. And here it is, right out of the gate. You could have gotten your money, comes in, goes back again, out, back again. And then on that third or fourth time, once it leaves, it leaves. So the euro is an interesting market. As I said before, I have never traded it. Some people in the group really like it. So maybe it's something I'll take a look at and I'll start trading it. Why not? I applied the same methodology to the euro as to anything else. And it seems to be a market that can really move. So maybe it's something to consider. All right. Well, as always, if you want to join our group, email me or go to our website. This is Friday. Enjoy your weekend and see you next week.